Roman, early in that game, you guys had a fourth down stop on the run by Anthony Richardson, you and Banks, and I think Simmons and others were in on that play. Take us through that call and what you saw and for you guys to get that stop early.
We ran a pretty basic call, but, the goal is always, just, not to let them get that. So everybody had that intention of not letting him get another first down, so we really all just made it happen.
Roman, as a defensive player, what are sort of the emotions like when, y'all get that stop on the final series, you win the game, and then you go in and look at the stat sheet and it says Florida had 594 yards. Is there sort of like sort of happy they won the game, but how did 594 yards happen? Is there like some conflicting thoughts in the head there?
Well, I mean, that kind of relies on the technique played throughout the game, things we could have done better. And that's what we're focused on in this bye week, is just getting more mentally prepared and working on our technique so that it won't be like that in this game. But, yes, we were happy.
Roman, haven't been here as long as you have. Just what was it like to get over the hump against Florida and to do it in the atmosphere, that Neyland Stadium was on Saturday?
It was very overwhelming, I've been wanting to beat them, since I've been here, and to finally get that done, it was just like I almost couldn't believe it after it happened. But, going around Knoxville afterwards, you kind of could just slowly get into that feeling of why we just beat Florida. So, very overwhelming feeling.
Roman, you guys are playing a lot of guys up front. You're rotating inside and outside on the defensive line. How big of a help is that you're not playing an exorbitant amount of snaps? How much does that help you to go at a faster clip or to play harder because you're not having to kind of manage yourself throughout the game that way?
Well, the thing is depth. That's something that I feel like we've struggled with the past couple of years. And with the depth that we have now, it's just there's more energy for each player that comes in. Not everyone is too tired, to play a drive or play half a drive, whichever. So the energy is up for all of us when we're coming in, and we're ready and excited to play. So that's pretty much what it is.
Joseph, and then Danny.
Roman, from the defensive side of the ball, when you guys are on the sideline and the offense is out there working, just what is y'all's perspective on Hendon Hooker and the rest of the offense when they're out there doing their thing and they're getting in a rhythm and they're moving the ball as fast as they do?
It's really amazing to see. I mean, we see it pretty much all the time because we have, good on good, but, to see them go out there and execute in the way that they do, it has you in awe, to see Hendon out there, running the ball, juking people, or to see Brew out there, or even Sid, or Hyatt. So it's just there's a plethora of weapons that they have, and they utilize them very, very well. So it's just very fun to look at. It's just like we're fans for them too. So.
Roman, we all see Coach Garner's coaching style throughout practice, and I'm sure he's the same in the game as well. But in the post-game locker room, when you see him dancing with you all, just kind of what's that moment like when he's tough on you all in preparation and those type of things, but the first to celebrate with you all?
I feel like that's what he's tough on us for. He wants us to win, wants us to win games, so he stays tough on us so we don't get the big head. He wants us to play the game well, technically, physically, and mentally, and so that's why he tries to stay tough on us throughout practice or even the game, because he doesn't want us to let that slip away. And so it just shows that after the game, the way that he celebrated, that's where his joy of coaching comes from, seeing how he coached and what it does for us or the whole team. I've never seen them dance before, so I thought they were pretty well for the first time seeing them.
Roman, is there a way to, look at it and see that y'all are ranked top 10 for the first time since you've been here and sort of appreciate that, but also know how much better y'all probably want to play? Are those, or do you not even think about being ranked in the top 10 after all y'all have done here?
I mean, Coach Hype has a saying of 1-0. After each game, it's always 1-0 beat whoever. So, he doesn't want us to, necessarily, he wants us to know that we're in the top 10, but he wants us to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Not to let that, not to hear the outside noise and what's going on out there. Stay focused on what we're doing here, what we're building here, and keep going.
There was obviously the celebration of you guys making big plays to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're a few days removed from it, how have coaches, what's been the message from coaches to you guys in reviewing that game? Has it been critical or has it been more of a pat on the back?
I would say it was a little bit of both. There were some mistakes that were made throughout the game that easily could have changed the tide of the game. So they were critical on that, but it was a pat on the back for the win. And so now we're on to the next. So, done with Florida, on to LSU.
In terms of, kind of staying on that theme of y'all being where you are now, you've gotten over that Florida hump, and it's going to be a little bit later in the year now, and y'all are going to be playing games that mean even more. I mean, every game means something, but, do you think that changes the mindset at all, in terms of y'all maybe having to deal with pressure, if that's the right word, in some of these games?
No, not at all. I mean, Coach Hype preaches this all the time, not to worry about the outside noise. Just focus on what we can control, and that's it.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Roman.
All right. Thank y'all for your time.